Live from Fox 35 News, you're watching Good Day Orlando.
Right now in Good Day Orlando, with 7 new coronavirus cases taking a dramatic drop. Why officials say, though, this could only be temporary.
Plus, caught on camera, a Lyft driver assaulting a man, putting the driver in a chokehold. Yeah, we're going to tell you what police say led up to that attack coming up.
Wow, and all this week, Fox 35 bringing you our classroom survival guide, everything you need to know ahead of an unprecedented school year. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. It is Tuesday. I'm Amy Kaufeld.
Amy, good to see you this morning. I'm Ryan Elijah. That school year is almost here. I want to show you a new video this morning, though, of the tropical storm making landfall in North Carolina. It's now a Category 1 hurricane at the time. The storm leaving thousands in the dark in Wilmington, North Carolina. Video showing some sparks flying as the powerful storm battered that region. Jamie, we've seen this go back and forth.
Yeah, no, it's been dangerous out there. You look at that, really the tornado damage causing most of the problems there.
Exactly. Yeah, I've recorded on our system 8 or 9 tornadic wrap-ups now as that thing made landfall and spinning rapidly. Again, we get that spin. You're on the eastern side of it, that dirty side. That's where we were really subject to the real ill effects of the system and still riding northbound. These are tropical storm warnings, current sustained winds at around 70 miles per hour. Will diminish in intensity overall, but that's a lot of rain working up the eastern seaboard and the big broad population bases of the eastern U.S. 82 Orlando, 75 up in Gainesville. We got dry air back in through here, not so much down to the south across east central Florida. So again, with that said, the highest rain chance here around Orlando and toward the area beachfront. Southbound from that, from Tampa and Sarasota up to Cross City and Dixie County to Gainesville and Palm Coast. Lower rain stakes there, roughly about 30%. That will change, though, as we go in through tomorrow and into Thursday. More of an equal opportunity rain, but what I've got for you today is scattered showers and storms, mainly after 2 o'clock for a lot of the viewing area, just not north central Florida. Lower rain stakes there. 95 Orlando, 96 up at Gainesville. Our forecast for the next 7 days, again, showing us that we are in the 90s for highs, 80% chance of rain Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Here's Krista now at Sky Fox Traffic.
Hello, everyone. Want to take you outside. Sky Fox is cruising over I-4. They just passed Volcano Bay, and they are headed westbound, and things are moving nicely in both directions. If you're coming from this area, you can see it's smooth sailing, pretty quiet out there. Good news on I-4 westbound if you're taking it to downtown Orlando. We had a crash that was blocking 2 lanes. That crash is now off to the side, so all lanes are back open. Just a little bit of a slowdown on that westbound side of I-4 going towards downtown Orlando. The closer you get to Fairbanks and Ivanhoe there on that westbound side. I-4 east and westbound overall, pretty good. The 408 westbound, State Road 417 to downtown, that will take you 10 minutes. I'll send it back to you.
Kristen, thank you. Florida reporting the fewest amount of new coronavirus cases since June. The state added more than 4,800 cases on Monday. The total number of cases since March now standing in Florida at roughly 492,000. Well, that number may be due in part to hurricane, or as for us, tropical storm Isaias.
Yeah, although some of these tests take about a week to come back. So the storm saying officials, of course, had to shut down late last Thursday. Here's a look at the total test results reported since then. You'll notice the data slightly dropping on Saturday. It falls even further down on Sunday. About 61,000 results were sent to the state by the end of the day. So we'll continue to watch this to see what impact it had. We've got live team coverage right now of the pandemic. Matt Trezza sharing an update on local officials and face masks. First, though, Jessica Albert is live at the Orange County Convention Center. Jessica, the state's going to resume testing now in a couple of hours.
Good morning. That's right, Ryan. The state's testing site at the convention center will open up again this morning after being closed for 4 days because of the tropical storm. Health officials say that they believe that the closure might affect the number of new coronavirus cases.
Thank you. A 12-year-old boy caught in the crossfire. He is recovering from a gunshot wound. The 12-year-old was in his grandmother's Orange County apartment when it was riddled with bullets. He was in a bedroom playing video games at the time. The 12-year-old had to have emergency surgery to remove the bullet that actually went through his liver. Coming up on Good Day Orlando in our 9 o'clock hour, we are going to hear from his grandmother. She's got strong words to put a stop to crime in her community. Also developing this morning, this is out of Flagler County. Look at this. This is crazy. A man facing serious charges as he attacked a Lyft driver. Deputies say this surveillance video inside the car shows Travis Smith putting the man in a chokehold as he was driving. The sheriff says Smith was drunk and got angry about the partition that the driver had set up to protect himself from coronavirus.
And of course, the offender gave us a completely different story, not knowing that the Lyft driver actually had a camera that focused into the back seats.
Wow, Smith is now charged with battery and child abuse because a child was also in the back seat. Lyft also banned him from ever using their app again.
Understandable. Crazy video right there for sure. Well, next on Good Day Orlando, we're diving into another chapter of our Fox 35 Classroom Survival Guide, getting you ready, of course, for the upcoming school year.
Coming up after the break, we're going to share resources that are available to you to help take some of the stress out of students and parents that they're feeling right now. We're also checking back in with meteorologist Jamie King. Oh, it's going to be hot out there today. Hey,
it is, but we got the sun on our side, Amy, early this morning. A little haze out there along the coast, so open ocean swell still rolling in. Surf conditions look primo again this morning. Get some if you can, if that's your thing. Coming up, we're tracking this and more. Rain chances swelling up too. All that after the break. Stay with us.
Fox 35 weather, brought to you in part by Real Radio 104.1.
Back to school looks different this year. The coronavirus changing how and where our students learn. Parents having to make decisions that could change the course of their child's future.
I have a high schooler at Titusville High School, and she will not be returning to brick and mortar.
I feel like my kids are safe to go back. I'm not worried about that at all. I feel like all the kids are safe to go back.
From high-tech teaching to masking up in class, we're navigating this new experience together. Your Fox 35 Classroom Survival Guide starts right now.
Well, as you know, navigating this health crisis is not easy, especially for little kids.
Yeah, maybe the hardest for the young kids. Right now, social distancing and mask use are part of their everyday lives, especially if they are going back to the classroom.
Well, the days of helping your child with homework for an hour or so every night, well, those days are long gone. Fox 35's Danielle Knox joining us here in studio. Danielle, there's a local group trying to take some of the stress off of parents' plates. It hasn't even started yet. We're already stressed.
I feel stressed even thinking about this story I'm about to read, because this group of 10 high school students created what's called Orlando Student Tutoring. And I don't know if you recall, but I spoke with the students earlier this summer, and what they told me was that they really just want to help make this transition to virtual learning just a little bit easier for parents like you and me.
We knew people who needed help with their school, because it's pretty hard right now for students to get one-on-one feedback, or it's probably even harder for elementary and middle school kids.
Yeah, that's true, and the group offers tutors of all specialties for free, and parents say the help couldn't have come at a better time. In fact, one mom had this message for the group.
I would say I'm so proud of what you've started. I think the innovation and the work that you're doing is incredible, and I just want to thank you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving this to me and my children.
She has used these students with great success, she says. And if you want more information on the group, visit orlandostudenttutoring.com. I'm writing it down. I'll be going there, Amy. I think we could all use it right about now.
Absolutely. And I think that's great whether they're going back brick and mortar or staying home.
For sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We can all use a little extra help. Our Fox 35 Classroom Survival Guide is just getting started. Thanks, Danielle. In our next half hour, child predator investigations increasing dramatically in Central Florida. Fox 35's Kristen Giannis is going to share who experts say are the most likely targets and the warning signs that parents should look for. All right, let's talk traffic and weather right now. We're going to get right over to meteorologist Jamie King to start things off for us. Hey, Jamie.
Good morning, Amy. Yeah, we're tracking our now depleting tropical system. Now a storm made landfall yesterday just south of Wilmington there in North Carolina. Numerous reports of tornadoes spitting up on this side. Everybody pretty much on the eastern side of this thing got whacked last night. Looks like more of the same in terms of heavy rain, and the potential for severe weather still unfolding at this hour. System will continue riding up. You can see the forecast track cone from NHC, a remnant low as it begins to cross over the international border into Canada. Goes right over Quebec and continues moving northbound. 82 Orlando, we're 75 of Gainesville. I looked for the yucky word in the computer this morning. I could only find humid, but it is yucky. It's disgusting out there today. It is going to be sticky. It is humid. It is very tropical. Sunshine on our side first. Clouds will continue to develop and storms come back into play today. So I've got a UV index forecast before the rain gets going at about a 10-minute burn time in the extreme range, so protect yourself if you're out and about. Take frequent breaks in the AC if you can, because it is going to be a hot day today. 95 Orlando, 96 up at Gainesville. 7-day forecast shows us the heat will be on. The rain chance is arising Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Have the umbrellas handy, maybe some galoshes like Amy likes to wear on a rainy day, or a canoe, because the rain is going to be coming hard and fast around here. That's all for now. Sky Fox traffic, Ms. Giannis, good morning.
Things are looking a lot better right now on I-4 westbound. We had a crash that was blocking 2 lanes right as you were approaching Colonial Drive downtown, but that has cleared, so it's looking a lot better. Again, I-4 westbound in the green, much of the same on the eastbound side. The 408 westbound, State Road 417 to downtown. That will take you 9 minutes. Time now for the Fox 35 Pump Patrol. Regular gas $2.11 at the racetrack on Orange Blossom Trail and Sheeler Avenue out in Apopka. And you can always find gas-saving tips right on our website, fox35orlando.com. I'll send it back to you.
Kristen, thanks. Good to see the I-4 headache getting a little less this morning. Well, coming up on Good Day Orlando, we're talking about beating expectations. The consumer goods company posting record sales, big-time sales during the pandemic.
Also, the clock is ticking for TikTok. The new headline from the president as he speaks out on what's been going on. Microsoft setting its sights now on the app. We're going to tell you about the talks as they continue. 7:20 right now. You're watching Good Day Orlando only on Fox 35.
Fox 35 7-day forecast is brought to you by your Central Florida Honda dealers.
Tuesday, Wendy's the place for the kind of news you want. And it's our biggest day of deals.
Today at 10 on Fox 35.
Welcome back. 7:24 right now. Now to the Fox 35 Business Watch. Stock futures are trending in the red this morning.
Yeah, markets have had a strong start to the week, but a little bit lower this morning. The Dow surging on Monday, mainly tech-driven here, adding 236 points. The real star is the NASDAQ. It closed at a new all-time high, finishing up nearly 1.5% at a record 10,902, driven by the major tech players.
President Trump says he is open to Microsoft buying the controversial app TikTok. The app has come under fire over concerns of users' data getting into the hands of the communist government in China. The president recently said that he would ban the app. He set a deadline for September 15th for Microsoft to make the acquisition.
Well, Clorox is making a lot of money these days, beating Wall Street expectations, posting a 22% jump in sales. The pandemic pushing overall sales to just about $2 billion. That is just in a 3-month period, up higher from last year when they were $1.6 billion. And of course, if you've been to the stores, you know it's even hard to find Clorox still.
I was going to say they're making money off of it, but I don't know where people are finding it,
right,
because
exactly.
It's almost impossible to get your hands on any.
It's tough.
Still out on Good Day Orlando, a massive house party during the pandemic.
Yeah, the new video that could land dozens of people in trouble. We're going to show you that. Plus, a balancing display unlike any other. We're going to tell you about a new challenge. It involves milk, and it's going viral. We're going to check in right now with Fox 35's Jessica Albert. Good morning, Jessica.
Good morning. The testing site at the Orange County Convention Center reopens today after being closed for several days. Coming up, we'll take a look at how the closure could affect the number of new coronavirus cases reported.
Fox 35 Sky Fox traffic sponsored by Todd Minor Law. After your car, truck, or motorcycle accident, call me for a free consultation and put my insurance company experience to work for you.
Fox 35 Sky Fox traffic is brought to you by Todd Minor Law.
The Fox 35 News app is driven by Toyota of Orlando and Toyota of Claremont.
Live from Fox 35 News, you're watching Good Day Orlando.
And welcome back to Good Day Orlando. It is now 7:30 on this Tuesday morning. I'm Amy Kaufel. Hey, Bri.
Amy, good morning. Good to see you. What a beautiful scene behind you this morning on this Tuesday. Let's look at the stories we're waking up to this morning. Florida's coronavirus cases on the decline, which is good news. Why officials say, though, don't let your guard down right now.
Also, Fox 35 speaking with a Florida professor about the hurricane's impact on coronavirus testing in our state. We're going to have a live interview on that straight ahead.
Plus, another chapter in the Fox 35 Classroom Survival Guide. Today, how parents can get some extra help as they get their children ready for a new and different school year.
Let's first talk about what's happening outside. Not a good situation for some of the folks along the East Coast there, Jamie King.
Right, yeah, heavy rain, severe weather has unfolded across the region up that way, Amy. At landfall just south of Wilmington last night, a lot of tornadic signatures indicated on Fox 35 Guardian radar. You can see all the warnings that went out. So again, they're up against a lot today, to say the least, along the eastern seaboard. These are current tropical storm warnings here, shaded in the reds, with the potential for more severe weather as we go deeper into the day today and currently right now. Looking at Fox 35 Guardian Radar closer to home, we got stuff sparking up around southwest Florida. The exception rather than the forecast thinking and rule today as our east coast sea breezes slam together. There's going to be a tremendous uptick in storm coverage today as we head toward about 2 o'clock. Highest will be around the Orlando metro where temperatures now are at 82. So I base my rainfall forecast off the drier here, north central Florida, more moisture south of that. So that'll be the highest chance of rain, lesser stakes here. I mean, it takes almost an exact replica look here at the current level of moisture across the region as we look at it on satellite and on water vapor imagery. A hot, steamy one, 95 Orlando again. The temps will be high. Rain chance following suit Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at least 80% coverage all 3 days. Highs in the 90s, lows in the 70s. Sky Fox traffic time. Here's Kristen.
Good morning. Want to take you right on over to our drive times. I-4 westbound Lake Mary Boulevard to Colonial. That will take you about 13 minutes. Eastbound from the attractions to downtown. That will take you 13 as well. And the 408 westbound State Road 417 to downtown. That will take you 10 minutes. I'll send it back to you.
Kristen, thanks. Well, some good news. Florida reporting the newest amount of coronavirus cases and the least we've seen since June. A little more than 4,800 added on Monday. Well below, over 50% lower than we were about a week ago. Total number of cases for the state since March standing at about 492,000. The drop in new cases could be to a number of reasons. Of course, the state shut down, although tests take about a week to come back. So this was all in anticipation to the hurricane. We'll find out more about that as we move forward. And Jessica Albert is live at the Orange County Convention Center. Jessica, officials saying we're not out of the woods. And how do we look right now? Are there cars starting to line up?
Yes, there are cars lined up here at the testing center, Ryan. It opens in about an hour and a half. Now, according to Orange County health officials, the number of new coronavirus cases has gone down over the last 2 days. Fox 35 is looking into why that is.
Jessica, thank you. This morning, Fox 35 is exploring the coronavirus numbers, more about what they mean, the daily reports, and what might be influencing them. And joining us right now is finance professor Dr. Rebel Cole from Florida Atlantic University. Always good to talk to you, Dr. Cole. How are you? Dr. Rebel Cole, always good to talk to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Coming up on Good Day Orlando, protecting students during what is going to be an unusual school year.
Yeah, what a great interview, by the way. So interesting to hear and important to hear how those numbers come together. Straight ahead, we're going to talk about the new warnings from authorities as the country sees a rise in cases involving child predators. And before we go to break, Fox 35 News teaming up with the Salvation Army, helping to collect school supplies for those families in need. There are a lot out there this year. Now until Friday, you can drop off supplies at these 2 locations, one downtown, one in Kissimmee. Of course, that not only can happen, but it also can go online, fox35orlando.com. There's a link on the page. You can give there. You can find more information there. We will be right back.
Today's Weather Baby is brought to you by the law offices of Attorney Dan Newlin.
The journey back to school reaching a crossroad. The leader of our state having to weigh the options in the middle of a pandemic.
While the risks to students from in-person learning are low, the cost of keeping schools closed are enormous.
Some teachers say in-class learning is potentially dangerous.
It could put the health and safety of students, employees, teachers, and all the families they go home to and the community at large at risk.
But ultimately, parents only want what's best.
At the end of the day, I have to decide what's best for my kid first.
Your Fox 35 Classroom Survival Guide starts right now. And it starts with local authorities sharing another warning for parents now. Investigators seeing a rise in cases involving child predators. And Kristen Giaddis is now back in studio with us. Kristen, good morning again. Investigators say parents need to watch their kids' activity online. That is so important.
Absolutely, especially since they're at home and on their phones. A lot more using apps like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Predators are targeting kids on these social media platforms, asking for sexually explicit pictures and video that they're then selling. This morning, there's a warning from detectives who say the pandemic has sent their workload through the roof.
A new video just in the Fox 35 newsroom. Tropical storm Isaias battering South Carolina now. The storm made landfall in North Carolina as a Cat 1 hurricane overnight. This video showing some of the winds and how powerful they were. right through Myrtle Beach. And one of the scarier things, we were seeing tornado damage in Norfolk, Virginia, Jamie, because as you were talking about, they got that dirty side of that storm, and that's where those tornadoes just spin off.
Very dirty, yeah. That rotation literally, Amy, right over the Wilmington area, Norfolk, Virginia. We've got some contacts, few folks that have come through the station that are now working along the eastern seaboard at various news outlets, and some of their tweets impressive. The damage insane on that eastern track of the system, going to go zipping on up in toward Quebec as we go through the next couple of days, but on its trek northbound now, eastern side of that producing a lot of rain. Could be flooding in some instances, so we'll watch that for you. Again, always tracking, always watching here this hurricane season at Fox 35. All right, 80s, a few 70s out the door. Sticky, icky, nasty. You get in your car, you drive somewhere, just saying, a lot of you wearing your AC, but if you don't, your t-shirt probably going to stick to your back kind of day today. We got 79 at West Palm for the dew point, 78 Fort Myers, not much better over the northern peninsula. Ocala at 75. Wheel of weather, here we go. We'll spin the wheel, see where it winds up today, right? Looking for about 95. Showers and storms will be rather plentiful for some of us today. The heat, equal opportunity. Everyone gets in on it. So here's the dealio on the rain chance. I've broken up in two distinct types of chances today. You got your lesser, you got your greater coverage. Here, moisture content higher than up here. It's playing the C on the water vapor loop this morning, the device we use to track the moisture in the atmosphere, but that'll be changing tonight and tomorrow. Everybody should get in on the heavy rain threat for the afternoon, so we'll texturize things just a little, but some of the wave cams right now make me want to go dashing out the door, grab a board, hit it again. All right, 7-day for you. We got 90s for highs. Rain chance looking a little more plump tomorrow at about 80%, and on the plus side of that for some of you. More coming up again at 8 a.m. Want to give you the latest on the Fox 35. So wheat weathered baby time now. Yes, we have got a cutie pie. They're all sweet things. Look at baby Damien. He wears his sunglasses at night or during the day. He's a good-looking kid, huh? Pool time with Damien. Love him, Mom and Dad. Thank you. Go to our website, fox35orlando.com, for more on the Weather Baby segment. Here's Kristen now, Sky Fox Traffic.
Good morning. Want to get you right on over to the drive times. I-4 east and westbound in the green. The 408 westbound State Road 417 to downtown. That will take you about 10 minutes. I'll send it back to you.
Kristen, thank you. And out of the stories that are trending this morning, Wisconsin's newest Supreme Court justice is already setting a high bar.
Yeah, Justice Jill Karofsky now was sworn in while running an ultra marathon on Saturday. She stopped after running 35 miles so she could take part in the official ceremony. She's got 2 kids and a dog. They were on hand for the swearing in. She took a moment to celebrate, but still had 65 miles to finish, which she completed Sunday afternoon.
Oh, and her daughter's crying. That's so sweet. Well, check this out. Olympic gold medalist Katie Ledecky showing off her swimming skills. Have you seen this video? This is insane. She went viral for this video. It's on TikTok, calling it the hashtag Got Milk Challenge. We sped it up. She's not swimming that fast. Ledecky balanced a glass of milk on the back of her head, and that's a snorkel so she could breathe, because obviously she can't turn her head, right? So she's got the snorkel on. She swam a full lap, and then at the end, she drank it.
How impressive is that? Talk about some good posture and good form.
Yes, it's truly incredible. Anyway, good for you, Katie.
I want to see the video of the people that try that and don't do quite as well as Katie.
Well, her Olympic training, that helps a little.
I think it probably helps out a little bit. Good stuff. Well, straight ahead this morning on Good Day, kick to the curb. We'll talk about the tough love a teenager is facing after taking his parents' expensive car for a bit of a joyride.
Yeah, he won't do that again. And a new game show is premiering on Fox 35. It's called Common Knowledge, hosted by Orlando's own Joey Fatone. It airs weekdays at 1 o'clock. The show asks contestants everyday questions that, in theory, well, it's stuff you should know the answers to. You're going to want to stay with us on Good Day Orlando in our 9 o'clock hour. Joey Fatone is going to join us live to share some more details about his new show. You don't want to miss it. It's coming up.